In this video, I will explain regarding the invoicing, which is the accounting, overall accounting since creating a new customer along with a new item, and how we can create the invoice and register the payment, and as well how will be the status for each document for the invoices. It have a unique process, and also for the payments, which is also follow a different process, and how we can do any reconciliation for the banks. And then at the end we will see the reports for our transactions. So first of all, I have opened the invoicing, the accounting module. This is the dashboard which is appear on the system, which is related to the journals. First of all, these are the journals that have been created in the system. The customer invoice. So in the customer invoice, I can see here it's as a dashboard, so I can view all the previous invoices that have been created. Depends on their status, if they are posted, validated, paid or not paid, and also depends on their date. So here also it shows there is 8 late invoices, and I can see along with their value. And the same thing for the rest journals, for the vendor bill, for the miscellaneous operations, and for the banks as well. So now just let me explain by starting for the customer side regarding creating the invoices. So here inside the customers, I can see here invoices. I will start to create invoice, and in the invoice dashboard it will appear, and it presents all the invoices that have been created so far in the system along with their status. As I mentioned to you, there is a different things. We have the invoice and then we have the payment. Each will have a status. The invoice, it may be draft, post, and the payment, it may be paid, not paid, partially paid, or fully paid, or in payment. I will explain in the details for each one. Now let me just try to create a new invoice by clicking on the new button. Once you press new, this is the form for preparing your invoice. You have to select the customer. Definitely the customer, it should be from the drop down menu, because already we will update all the customers that we have inside the system. So I can now just create a new customer. Let's say this is my new customer. I will press create and edit, and then I'm typing my customer info, and this is fair enough. Save and close. Now at the right side, I need to add the invoice date and what's the item that I'm giving to this customer. Let me select from here. Let's say I'm buying some bottles, so I'm updating here, which is, let's say, 200. Okay, I'm saving, and this is the quotation. I can print it. Then I can confirm the invoice. Once it's confirmed, it will go to the posted stage. After confirming the invoice, after it goes to the posted stage, for example, if there is any adjustment, I need to adjust it, or I need to update some information, I can reset it to draft again and again update my invoice, since it's still not paid yet. Now, as you can see here, the reset to draft, I can reset it to draft and add more line as well. And let's say I will add another item, and it will be a different size. I'm saving. Then I'm confirming. It goes to the posted stage. Then let's see about the payment. Still, it's just an invoice which is posted, but it's not paid yet, and I haven't updated the payment, and I haven't received any payments. I need to press here, register a payment, in order to update the payment, register payment, and then This is the form will appear once you want to register the payment. You have to select by which journal. Is it by cash, petty cash? You receive it in the petty cash. You received by bank. Um, Everything. Okay, so let's say I was received by ADCB Bank, and the amount it was only 2,000. So once I pressed anywhere in the screen, the system noticed there is a payment difference. And this difference, the system will ask you if you want to keep it open and then in the future you will allocate the rest of the payment, or you want to mark it as a fully paid. If you mark it as a fully paid, definitely you have to allocate this rest of the amount to be updated in a difference. It should be posted in in a different account. So I will just keep it open to show you the status, the different status of the payments, that it may be a partial payment. Let's say it's received by cash. It's 2000. Okay, keep open and create a payment. Once I submit and I press create a payment, it goes to the partial um, here. That means that I need to, I have a rest of amount, I have amount due, I need to allocate it in the future regarding this invoice. And if I go one step back again to my view, I can see now there is another invoice have been created by today's date that it's paid, but it's a partially paid. This was the total, and this is the paid amount only. Now the customer paid the rest of the amount, which is here. This is the rest of amount, and then by bank, create a payment. Once I pressed create by bank, now it goes to the paid status since all the amount have been paid, and it's done. So this is regarding your invoices. Now I will explain regarding the vendor bills, which will follow the same steps and the same scenarios. Create a bill, new bill, select the vendor name. This is the vendor name. The vendor name, it may be also the same scenario that I did for the invoices. You can select the name from the drop down menu, which is a pre created or a predefined vendor, or you can create your vendor directly once you are issuing the bill. So I have just select one of the drop down menu, and then I'm selecting the bill date, it's by today's date. And then what's the item that I'm buying. Let's say also I need from the bottle size 12, which is let's say 200 pieces. The piece by 5. Save and confirm, and it goes to the post-it, and the same button and the same process here for registering the payment, or you can reset it to draft if you want to adjust it. So directly I will do the payment. Let's say it's by cash, and this is the payment date, and create the payment. So this is how you can create your invoices, create the bills, add the information inside, and as well as how you can register the payment for each invoice or each bill. And inside the reporting here, I can see the partner ledger. So I can search by and filter by the customer name and the vendor name. Let's say I will search here by partner, which is my customer, and then I'm applying, and see here, this is this was the entries that I did for this customer. I did invoices, and also along with the invoices I did the payments. I have registered the payments, and all of them they was by today's date. So from the filter by option, you can choose your partner to see the debit and to see the balance. And also you can filter by a date wise. So you can add by a range, a date of range. Then the system will capture that data, depends on that dates. And from here, this is your dashboard as I mentioned earlier in the beginning. So that's it.